Mark, frustrating night?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was clear that they set up to frustrate us anyway, and I think that's been the story of their last few games. If you can't win, then don't lose. And we avoided a tricky game really, because we're trying to attack, we're trying to score. If you overcommit, then you end up with gaps and they'll exploit them, and really we just didn't have that killer touch, that final touch. We almost did. There was a couple of good chances or decent opportunities first half. Second half I thought we controlled the game a lot more, but it was just to try and find some space to break down on a really difficult pitch actually, because there's plenty of bobbles on the pitch. It was bobbling up. We needed a pitch that was flatter than that. So I think 2 days recovery into a new game, another game is difficult anyway, and again we've got to do that again now to go into the New Year's Day one. It's the last game of this year. We've taken a point. Tough game. That's 4 points from Cardiff this year. We just have to take that and move on and prepare well for New Year's Day.
Yeah, because you had chances, but they weren't really gilt-edged chances, were they?
No, they were half chances really. We had some good ball into the box. We had some decent moves. We picked. We were moving the ball okay, but they are sat behind it, and then it can become difficult. It's stodgy. It's a stodgy game really. We're trying to move the ball and switch the play quickly. If you can get the space on the outside of their midfield, because they were dropping into a six essentially, really across the playing 4-4-1-1 or how they set up 4-2-3-1, 4-4-1-1 out of possession, and made it really difficult. Their wingers, their wide men dropped in to a back line to try and cut off the width, but then you've got some space inside it, and we didn't capitalise really. We didn't capitalise on that well enough, and we ended up sitting too many people that we needed in their back line that weren't, which meant that our centre halves were 3 against 1 from time to time, where we don't want that. We're trying to progress the ball up the field quicker with quality, but we tried to do it and didn't get that all important, open, clear opportunity, and that's got to be credit to them, because that's what they set out to do, and they frustrated us.
And neither did they have that at the other end. It was a fairly quiet night for your defence.
No, that's what it is. It's just set up to sit behind the ball and take a point, and they've done it, which is really, really disappointing for us. We didn't get any space. There was no room. There was a niggly game where they were going down at every opportunity, made changes to slow things down. The rhythm wasn't there. They'd left 1 or 2 players out that have got injuries or ready for the next one. We haven't got that luxury, in fairness, so we've got to keep going and keep rolling them out, and that was the story of the game really. We've got to try and recover really well. It's difficult to do it. 2 days to recover, 2 days then play. It's difficult to do it, but we've got to go again.
Made a couple of changes. We weren't expecting to see Callum O'Hare. We've got an update on his injury.
It's really, really bad news. So Callum's done his ACL, and there's some damage in the knee that needs repairing, and they've got a date for surgery, but it won't be for another 3 weeks or so yet. I think massive blow for everybody, and we all feel for him, teammates and the staff, because he's such a great guy. I mean, they all are, but he's such a great kid, and lives for football, and that's something that's been sadly taken away from him, be deprived of for the next certainly 9 months or so. So I'm hopeful that we can get him in quickly, and then he can start his recovery. But yeah, it's a huge blow. Very, very sad.